Hello, you guys! It is your girl Sunshine here with another one. Yes, how are you, my boos? It feels great to be recording. I am so happy and excited and honored and privileged, and thank you. Um, yeah. I think it was a little too dramatic, right? Anyways, so for the readings, just remember there's a lot of info below where you can get some juicy content as well as the extended link for after this reading. Each of my readings, I randomly select which zodiac sign to do, but I make sure that I go through all of them, all 12. So all 12 get done, they just get done in a random order. I like to keep it spontaneous, so that's what we're going with. It is always for the sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. Today we are doing the fabulous Leos, which I'm very excited to do. So let's get in get let's get into it. Let's get into it. So I've already pre-shuffled and meditated on the cards as I normally do. I'm just gonna do one quick shuffle here. I'm gonna get started. So Leos, let's see, what is it that you need to know currently? What do the ancestors want to tell you? Apparently a lot, because they're throwing out 3 cards. So we got here, hold space, trust in the unknown, Sky Father, as well as we have Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. So I definitely feel from the cards already with this spread is there needs to be a sense of just taking a step back and really getting away from any and everything and tapping into that inner tuition, inner guidance, inner part of yourself, your inner soul. Like from this card reminds me of the Hermit card from the original tarot. And it's really about just kind of just reclusing yourself from everything. It's like that's when you can really hear and you can really have insights. And when it says here about holding space, I feel as if it's just something that you need to have a practice of. I feel a sense of a daily practice of just really having that time where you're alone and you're away from everything. I know Leos tend to be popular and they tend to have a lot of people around them, or at least the Leos I know. And there's sometimes you don't have that time for it's just me time. Get yourself some me time. That's me time here, right here. And we have here trust in the unknown. And what I feel from this is a part of you has a sense of you're constantly trying to figure out what's going to happen, where's this going to go, what am I going to do, what's next. And it can get a little boring and being able to predict everything, as well as at the same time it can be exhausting trying to make sure that everything goes out as planned. And there's a lot of times when you actually take away the sense of having to know and just being in the moment, there's so much beauty that can come out of it, because at the end of the day, all these things that you didn't even think that was going to happen starts to reoccur. It opens your mind so you have more fun. There's just so much of just letting go and being free. And I love how they have a bird here. I think it's like an eagle. Don't quote me on that. Still gotta learn my animals. But the sense of just, I just feel the sense of just freedom coming from here. And they're in the 2 first pictures you have here, a sense of an older person. So I feel the sense of wisdom, really tapping in and getting that old ways. Like I can't remember who said it, but there was some video I watched one time, and they had said, why make your own mistakes? Why not learn from others? And I feel a sense of with these 2 imageries is that sometimes you need to, put down your guard and actually take advice from another person, because they can see something that you may not be able to see. And at the same time, trusting in that. And keep in mind, and you want to make sure it's the person that you can trust, right, at the end of the day. But at the same time, even from people that you can't trust, you can find wisdom in the things that they say. You can find lessons and you can learn different things. And then with the last card here, we have the Star Ancestor. Follow your voice of your soul. There's a lot about you tapping into that inner part of yourself, that part where not a lot of people know about it, that part where you you're familiar with it, but you don't really tap into it too often. It's like you know it's there, but there's a sense of a calling that you need to go back. And it's like when you go back and you tap into that energy, there's going to be some wisdom that's going to come out of it. Now let's see next what's standing in your way. What can help you grow? We have here cycles. What I like about this card in the fact is the sense of so many cards. What I like about this card is the moon. Now, when you understand that maybe you have a moon that's coming up, I'm not sure exactly right now at what moment. When I'm doing this reading in I think like about a week time, there's gonna be a moon. I can't see my calendar to see which moon, but there's gonna be a moon. So and keep in mind my readings are all timeless, so whenever that happens, there's gonna be a moon period. Find out when the next one is for whenever you're watching this reading. There's going to be so much energy and so much power when that moon happens that you'll be able to tap into that soul, that energy, that feeling I'm talking about, that inner guidance, that inner just when you do it, it's gonna be such a beautiful thing. Like I just can't grasp it enough because each one of you, it's going to be a different kind of message when you tap into it. But when you get grounded and you really just listen and just quiet all of it, there's going to be so much beautiful wisdom and insight that you're going to get. Here with the Oath card, what I'm feeling from this is at this moment, there seems to be, it's like a pausing point, I feel, where you're going to go back and you're going to evaluate what's really going on. Like, what is my morals? What is it I stand for? What is it I want? There's a sense of purpose I really feel that's coming through from here. We have here High Priestess next, and we also have Lust. I feel from these two cards that there's something in your environment that just looks so juicy, so nice, so wonderful, but it's really just something that your mind is telling you. It's like, oh, I need to have a skinny stick figure. I need to have so much money in my bank account. I need to have that expensive car. I need to have the most fabulous partner ever. It's just like there's a sense of perfection that I feel, but I feel as if it's like it's almost I know I'm hearing the word devil, but I don't want to use that. But it's like it's almost like you have this just voice that kind of whispers in your ear about like you're trying to do good, and there's like something that wants you to do bad. Like just something in your environment seems more appealing than like, say example, you're a type of person where you're working so hard, you're working so many hours, and another person is always partying seems more appealing, right? But at the end of the day, you're going to technically get farther than that person that's partying because you're going to be probably building a business, or you're doing something else to progress yourself, and that person, they're just going out and having fun, which there's nothing wrong with that. But you want to be growing unless they're doing it for some other reason that's their part of their job or whatever, right? I'm not knocking partying, but there's just a sense of something seems more appealing than it actually is. It's like seeing an apple and it looks shiny and it looks nice and juicy, and you're just so hungry for it and you just want it, but when you bite into it, it's got worms and it's brown and it's disgusting and it's rotten and it's ugh. It's like on the outer side you wouldn't have known until you bit into it, but it was just drawing you in for whatever reason because you were starving, or you know what I mean. Just there's something that's pulling you in that isn't what it seems. Let's move on from that part, but sorry, I still have the apple imagery like stuck in my head, that's why I'm laughing. But let's move on from that part. So let's see, what else do you need to know? What should you know? What do you need to know? We have here the Seven of Pentacles, and we have here the Eight of Pentacles. what I feel from whatever this subject is, whatever this thing that you have that you're kind of evaluating of, should I go, should I not go, or should I do or should I not do, there's a sense of push and pull. And it's like when you tap into your strength, your source, your vibration is when you're going to get clarity of whatever this thing is. You've been putting in some work into whatever this is, and there's a sense of it being taken away. When you look at these cards, you have here her, she's like in a cave or whatever, and she's just like, you know, all dirty, bruised up on her knees, and she's just taking out the I don't know what those are, diamonds or whatever, and she's putting it in the bucket, right? And then you have two people behind her, two gentlemen behind her, and they're not doing anything, and they're just talking and laughing and gaffing. She's putting on hard work. Then you have here, and you move over to here, and you have this person that literally stole the pentacle, and they're just holding on to it, and it's like, what? Why do you have it? And in the storyline of it, you see that she had originally like hid it, and then someone stole it. But I just feel from this energy, you've put a lot of work into something, and there's a sense of scarcity. There's a sense of someone taking away. There's a sense of making the wrong move. There's just something about it just not like you feel what you feel. You feel a sense of you're not going to have it forever. It's going to be, you did all this hard work and it's just not going to work out. There's just some sort of sense of something valuable you think is going to be taken. We are going to look further into what you should focus on regarding this situation. So we have here, stay focused, enjoy the process, have fun. So remember before when we were talking here about trust in the unknown, and I was telling you before, I can't even pick this up with my fingernail. Remember I was saying before at the beginning of the reading that there's a sense of you wanting to know every nick and cranny, you know, you want to know what's really going on. And what I was saying and what Spirit is saying is just be free with it. Find the joy, find the freedom within the task, any task that you do. It doesn't matter what it is. You can find joy and you can find happiness in it. And you would be so surprised at all the beautiful things you can learn from just doing that one simple task. Next thing we have here is read a book. Love it. Now, when it comes to reading a book, there's so much insight, so much wisdom that you're going to get from other people. And also, one thing, sorry, I'm so thirsty. One thing also, what I love about reading is you really can like drown yourself in a book. You can really just go into another world. And sometimes you just need that escape, you know, escape, not worrying about this bill, not worrying about, you know, what you got to do tomorrow, what you're going to wear, what you have to do, just drowning out into another world. And reading, it does another thing than when you watch a show, because reading, you start to visualize this and you strengthen that gift and that power from reading, whereas when you watch a show, it's already there for you. There's no work for you. Your brain doesn't have to visualize things further. So it's a really good thing for you to tap into a book. Find any book, anything that's going to keep you focused. Let's see, let's see what chakra you need to work on the most, that you need to focus on. Ooh. Oh my gosh, the cards just keep like flipping. We have here base chakra and we have here solar plex. Adding up to, we got the 1 and then we got the 3. For me as a reader, 4s, which adds up to 4, sorry. For me as a reader, 4s really represent protection from the universe. And you have a lot of source energy guiding you, and it's around you, but it's just like you're not utilizing, you're not tapping into it, you're not trusting it, you're not really noticing it. And you're going to get a lot of power. But what the four wants to tell you, for me as a reader, four means is all about protection, about the universe just being there for you. And they want you to understand that you are protected. They do have your back. Just watch the environment you surround yourself in, because that can really make a huge difference of how your life is going to be. But also definitely find ways to strengthen your base chakra and your solar plex. You can listen to music, you can, find meditation, practice yoga. There's so many different things for sure. We're gonna leave it at that for now, and continue the rest on to the extended. In the extended, I'm gonna go in with the tarot and just clarify just clarify the hell out of all of this, and really see what's going to come next, where we can go with it, and what you should do. I wish you guys all the best. Until next time, bye.